So this is your Francis turbine machine setup, and this is very similar to your Pelton turbine machine setup also. So here is your water tank, or you can say in this case this is the tail race, and here is your bypass valve. Before starting off your experiment, keep this bypass valve fully open. And this is your pressure gauge for measuring pressure head, and these pressure gauges P1 and P2, and these pressure gauges P1 and P2 installed at the inlet and outlet of the orifice meter. This is the orifice meter, and are used to measure the discharge Q. And these pressure gauges readings are in kg per centimeter square, so you have to convert it into meter by multiplying with 10. When we start the pump, this is your pump, this is your centrifugal pump, and this pump is driven by this motor. And when we start the pump, the water lifts off from water tank through this pipe. By gradually closing this bypass valve, we allow maximum amount of water through this pipe. Okay, and this will generate the necessary pressure head. Then the water flowing through this pipe enters the turbine casing. This is your turbine spiral casing, and turbine is inside this spiral casing. You can see the turbine part from outside. The turbine is actually inside this casing. This is your spiral casing. Okay, the Francis turbine is installed inside this casing by the help of two flanges. This is one flange and this is another flange. The turbine is inside the spiral casing and in horizontal position. Okay, the water enters through the penstock. This is your penstock. In this case, this is your penstock. The water enters through this penstock to this spiral casing, and the guide vanes inside the spiral casing guides the water to the runner. Here the water enters to the turbine radially. Here the water enters to the turbine radially and exits from the turbine runner axially. Okay, so we called it as a mixed flow type turbine, and the runner is submerged in water at all the time when in working condition. The runner then rotates by both lift force and impulse force. After striking the runner, the water lifts the runner axially and water enters to this draft tube. You can see the area of the draft tube gradually increases from this section to this section. And here is your load part, and here is your load part. We apply the load through this spring balance. This will show your, this is your W1 value and this is your W2 value. And we use a tachometer to measure the RPM of the runner at this point. Okay. So now we will start the machine and take different pressure readings, load and RPM readings. Start. आहरी खोलो और गुड़ा बस बस ताऊ ताऊ बेसी इनिशियली बेसी दिंतु नहीं ताऊ चारि रकम चारि रखले तो रकम चारि रकम हूँ प्रेशर हेड रेडी प्रेशर हेड हाँ बर्तमान लोड पका लोड 1 kg लोड पकई दियो 1 kg लोड 1 kg अच्छी W1 1 kg W2 0 नहीं तो एबे मते यार P1 P2 रीडिंग आउ प्रेशर हेड आउ RPM टा मतलब आपी को P1 0.8 P2 0.5 एटा में नो लोड कंडीशन नहीं जाइतलु आगुरु तो W1 होची 1 kg नहीं 1 kg W2 0 तो प्रेशर हेड केते होची प्रेशर हेड 0.5 आरपीएम देखो आरपीएम डिस्चार्ज प्रेशर दरकार नहीं कैलकुलेशन डिस्चार्ज प्रेशर दरकार नहीं खाली जानापी जे डिस्चार्ज रे प्रेशर कम था से लगे से प्रेशरटा देखिए डिस्चार्ज रे ऑब्वियसली प्रेशरटा कम रही कम प्रेशर हो आरपीएम मापन तो पता आसला आरपीएम हाँ 1180 एटा गला तुम फास्ट रीडिंग सेकंड रीडिंग में लोड रिलीज करो लोड 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 तक रिलीज करो सेकंड रीडिंग लोड रिलीज कर दियो है ना प्रेशर वैल्यू चेंज हो ना बुझे लोड रिलीज करूँ बाईपास वाल्व को ओपन करो वैल्यू चेंज करूँ कौन आरपीएम रो वैल्यू चेंज करेंगे प्लस आपंकर प्रेशर हेड रो वैल्यूटा को चेंज कर प्रेशर हेड रो वैल्यू बर्तमान बढ़ीगला सेकेंड रीडिंग पर प्रेशर हेड रो वैल्यूटा आउ आरपीएम रो वैल्यूटा तुम बढ़े एटा हूँ P1 और P2 रो वैल्यू P1 और P2 रो वैल्यू तो लोड पकान 2 kg लोड कर दियो बस 2 kg लोड कल एवं तो रीडिंग गुड़ाक P1 P2 प्रेशर हेड आरपीएम P1 के 1.1 P2 P2 के P2 0.6 प्रेशर हेड के 0.6 2 kg लोड दिया है W2 ର value କେତେ ଥିଲା W2 fluctuate କରୁଛି सामान्य fluctuate କରୁଛି 200 grams रे जो W2 200 grams ग्राम रे RPM 1380 ठीक अच्छे नेक्स्ट थर्ड रीडिंग पे लोड रिलीज करते आपंकर हेड बढ़ा बाईपास वाल्व को क्लोज करो बस 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 तब लोड पकाम 3 kg लोड पकाम 3 kg एपटर 1 kg डिफरेन्स है 2 kg हो लोड बढ़ाई दियो और सेटर रोड लोड टी रिलीज कर दियो रिलीज कर बढ़ाई दियो बस बस चारि एपटे एक रोचे वन रोचे तो टोटाल 3 4 - 1 4 kg P1 1.5 P2 और प्रेशर हेड दीटा वैल्यू को प्रेशर हेडर वैल्यू को प्रेशर हेडर वैल्यू को 0.9 प्रेशर हेडर वैल्यू RPM हाँ 1754 ठीक है जब क्लोज कर दियो बाईपास वाल्व को पूरा ओपन कर दियो लोड पूरा खोल दियो बंद कर दियो so here is your calculation for fast reading for this reading here is your output power or shaft power is equal to the formula is 2 pi nt by 60,000 in kilowatt and torque T is equal to W1 minus W2 load into Z into RE is your equivalent radius and it is given in your manual 220 millimeter and we convert this to meter 0.220 meter. So then T equal to W1 1 kg, W2 0, Z value 9.81, Re value 0.220. So torque is found out to be 2.15 Newton meter. Then your output power or shaft power, we put this formula and we put this the corresponding values. 2 into pi into n 1180. Okay, then T value 2.15 divided by 60,000, and this will come out as 0.265 kilowatt. Next, input power or your water power, the formula is rho into Z into Q into H by 1000 kilowatt, and discharge Q equal to K into root over of H equal to your P1 minus P2 pressure difference. 0.8 minus 0.5, P1 value 0.8 and P2 value 0.5. This comes out to be 0.3. It is in kg per centimeter square, and we multiply with 10 to convert it into meter. That is your 3 meter. H equal to 3 meter. Next, Q equal to 5.81 into 10 to the power minus 3, that is K value into root over of H, root over of 3. Then input power is equal to rho for water equal to 1000, rho into Z into Q, this much Q, into H, pressure head. Pressure head value from the table we know that this pressure head value is 0.5. Okay, it is in kg per centimeter square, so we convert it into meter by multiplying it with 10. So H comes out to be 5 meter. Next, input power is found out to be 0.4930 kilowatt. So overall efficiency is equal to output power by input power into 100, and we got 53.75 the overall efficiency for fast reading. Similarly, you calculate the overall efficiency for second reading and for third reading. You follow the similar procedure. Okay.